How's an aloha? Is your Unc Burpee Yoga Uncle. Ribeye was on sale during the Super Bowl weekend for $6.99 a pound at Albertsons. Hopefully you get yours. Tomorrow's the last day. But I'm going to give you secrets to making a wonderful ribeye steak on a pan. And believe you me, I love my steak and I love to eat it. So here we go. Fitness, foodies, and the fabulous absurd. From burpees to Camus, you're never gonna know what you're gonna get from your Unc, Burpee Yoga Uncle. So there's not really a lot of things you want to put on a steak before cooking. Basically just salt and pepper. That's pretty much it. And you want to just leave it on there for a while. One of the main things you want to do before you cook it, very important, is it should be as close to room temperature as possible. Right? You just leave it on. You put our salt and pepper on both sides, and you're done with the steak, man. All the other junk, you don't need it. You want the steak to stand up by itself. Make sure the pan is piping hot with just oil. If you have peanut oil, the better, but don't use high degree oil. And the main thing about cooking a steak is you don't want to move it once you place it onto the pan. And this is the secret. Always use European butter. And the easiest found is this Irish butter. You can get them in Walmart anywhere. And once it's done about 3 minutes on one side, you're going to flip it once. That's it. You don't want to flip it again. 3 minutes or 4 minutes in, you're going to put butter on the other top. See, I just want to eat another steak right now just looking at this. And after about 6 to 8 minutes, depending on how rare you like it, the steak is done. And then now, before you serve it, you want to have it sit and rest for a few minutes because it's still cooking on the inside, right? So you let it rest on maybe, I would say maybe 3 to 4 minutes after you get it off the skillet. And if you have a cast iron, it's great. You don't have to. Look, how's it? And then I'll show you. Oh my God, it is so good. You can hear the crunch on the crust. I hope to be able to show you that. But it is such a wonderful steak, and all the flavors there with the pepper and salt. You don't need A1 sauce or Worcester, none of that, ketchup, none of that. And then this is how I kind of like it, kind of like rare as somebody put it, because I posted this on a short. Do you like the vet to resuscitate your beef? That's kind of like how rare I like it. I like it rare. So like this, it's kind of like okay to me. If you go to the middle of the steak, as you can see, a little while, it's even more rare. I love it even more. But it is so ono and it's so easy to cook. So that's one of the reasons why I don't really go to, steak shops anymore or steak houses anymore, because I found out the secret. Again, the secret is European butter, and also to make sure the steak is warm, room temperature before you cook it. And that's all you can do. There's a way you can cook it when it's frozen too. I've tried that too, but this is the best way. And how I found out was I was in an Airbnb in Kansas City, and the person that was hosting happens to be a chef, and she, for the grace of her, she left us a few steaks to for dinner. She cooked extra, right? So I ate it the next morning. I asked her, like, what the heck? How come your steak is so good? He goes, well, you know what the secret was? And it was that European butter. The more European it is, the better it is. And she just put salt and pepper as she taught me, and I'm imparting this secret onto you. And the degree of how rare you like it just depends how long you cook it, right? So I know within 3 minutes to 3 minutes, I'll get the consistency that you see there with that kind of like bloody pink red. And if you want it to be more rare, which is very rare, or medium rare, you just add maybe 30 seconds to a minute to it.
Oh my gosh, so good.
As you can see right now as I'm cutting it, oh my gosh, those are the best parts right there. Like, oh, look at that. That is almost perfect to me. And obviously that's all there is to making the steak. Why do I do this? Because I do a lot of burpees. I burpees to eat. I eat to burpee. Coming up soon on the upper right hand corners is me doing burpees. I did 1,500 push-ups and 500 burpees, and the reward was I want to eat this steak. I'm not kidding. If you go to my YouTube channel, you'll see that I did that real time. It took me an hour and 40 minutes. The whole time I'm thinking about eating this steak. I had it for lunch.
My God,
I'm not kidding. It was so good. Oh, anyway, I digress. My channel is all about living experiences, and thank you so much. And I'll show you how to cook the steak unedited too, man. Bless up and thank you so much.